Welcome back, guys. In the previous video, we saw how you can download the file from that particular folder, and then you can extract that file using extract from file node like this. And in this node, you can see here we have all the text already extracted right in front of us. Now we can proceed with the workflow. So the next step, next to extract text node, will be the AI node extraction. In this particular step, we're going to be using an AI extractor node, that is information extractor. So we're just gonna feed in the text that we received from the previous node, and then we can open it in an expression format. So this JSON.text variable is giving us this text, which contains all the details about our invoice, like business name, business address, phone, email, invoice number, etc. So these are all the details that we would need to segregate and send on further. Now let's learn how we can do so. So for example, we have to add several attributes under the attribute column. So the attributes that we need to add would be the ones that we want to include in the details. Like if you go to our Excel sheet in which we made the database, so you can see we have made 8 columns of several details like invoice number to due date, and we gotta include exactly the same details in our node, in the attributes under our node. The first detail that we could add is client name. Type would be string, and description would be the name of the client. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, but still we need to add some description so that the AI knows that what we gotta add in this particular attribute. And this shall be required. We need to add another attribute, and we got to do this the same step for every 8 of the attributes. The next would be address client address, or rather client email. It will be string, the email of the client. It's required again. Client address, the address of the client, required again. Next would be client phone. Client phone description would be the phone number of the client, the phone number of the client. Next on we have total amount, total amount, the total amount of the invoice, which would be required. Next is invoice date and due date. Invoice date, it will be string again. No, not exactly string, but rather the date, because we have date as a data type. The date, the invoice was sent, which would be required again. Now the last would be the due date. Type would be string, date. The date the invoice is due. Cool. Now that we filled in every information that's there in that invoice, we can go on to execute the step and see how this particular AI node information extractor formats the information in this particular way that we told him to do so. And yeah, let's see the result. We just missed one of the parameter though, invoice number required. And let's add an option. Now we have to give it as a prompt, and this is already there by default. It says you're an expert extraction algorithm and you need to extract only the relevant information. If you do not know the value of an attribute asked to extract, you may omit the attribute's value. Now let's see how it executes the step. Looks like there's some error. So yeah, we see this error because, like it says, that a model subnode must be connected and enabled. And with respect to any AI agent node that we have, whether it goes by this name, that is the information extractor, or whether it goes by the name AI agent, it's kind of the same, but just a different naming. But it does need a model. It does need a brain to process the information on. So here we give it the Google Gemini chat model. I think we need to create new credentials for this. So for now, let's stick with the OpenAI chat model and see if this successfully runs or not. Yep, it does. And let's see what's the information that it gives out. So it says client name is Ansh Thakre. Let's compare it side by side. So this was the not this one, but rather yeah, this was the invoice that we made it process. So yep, client name is Ansh Thakre. Yep, this one. Client email is similar as well. Then we have client address. Client address as this, which is correct as well. Total amount is 29,000. Yep, here we have. So, like you see, every detail that's extracted from this invoice is correct, and we can surely rely on this particular node. That's all we can say. But yeah, that's what our point was from the beginning. Take the file, extract text from the file, and then make an AI to extract the information from it and give us in a particular format, a standard format, so that we can send it on further. So yeah, in this video we learned how we can extract the information from that file, from that PDF file. In the next video, we shall learn how to make this workflow more comprehensive. Now, stay tuned and happy learning.